So let's end this right here. What is the trade for Baker Mayfield?
Dave, my man Gettleman, what's up? What's up? It's Andrew Barry from Cleveland. All right, now I know this is unorthodox. I know normally you're supposed to call me and see, if there's anything I'm willing to give, but I thought I'd call you and give you the opportunity of a lifetime. So you remember a couple years back when those guys said you had nothing to do with, they drafted that guy, Daniel Jones at 6 overall. Look, he's been okay. He's been great. He's been all right. I'm going to give you a proven starter, former number 1 overall pick, and only $19 million on the books. I want to give you Baker Mayfield. To get yourself a veteran QB, to get these guys really going and get yourself headed in the right direction. And for that, why don't you just give me the 36 overall pick? I need to get back in the second round and help my guys out here. And what about your 2023 second round pick? Come on, Dave. We go back. We have a good time. Let's have one more good time, Dave. Let's do it. You are on mute, sir.
I was on mute. I do have some bad news, though, for you, buddy. You've called the wrong number. Dave Gettleman is not the GM for the New York Giants. He is no longer
so far
the GM
back.
for the New York Giants.
Well, and now we know.
Their new GM, I believe it's Joe Schoen. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce his last name, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious. You called the wrong number. And really, this one, you started off really strong. You started off very strong with Debo. Like I was all in on this Debo deal and not all in on the Jets Steelers deal. And I'm not all in on this one. And I read this in the doc that this was going to be your pick here. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. I don't take this one. If I'm Cleveland, I do. If I'm Cleveland, this is a steal. But if I'm the New York Giants, I don't do this because I don't see the needle being moved from Baker to Danny Dimes because they have Danny Dimes on one more year after this or 2. He has another year after this, though, right? He's got this year and next year, whereas Baker just has this year.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. So basically the way I see it is, I guess if you're the Giants and you're like, okay, Danny Dimes ain't it, Baker ain't it, so let me just take the guy who's the one. But then they're stuck with Danny Dimes. So you're stuck paying 2 former first round picks.
Yeah, but you're paying Daniel Dimes on a small rookie contract with no money, and you can get him gone before the start of next season. He's gonna be owed. He's gonna be owed like $5.2 million or something crazy like that. Like
he's
Danny Dimes ain't. Yeah, it's 6 overall, but Kyler Murray is owed 5.5 right now, and he was a number 1 overall pick. Like Baker's deal was done differently. 19.
Oh, okay.
19 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the money.
I get that.
If I'm the Giants, though, I'm not giving if I'm the Giants, I don't want Baker Mayfield, and B, if I'm the Giants, really, if I'm any team, I don't want Baker Mayfield, but that's a different point. If I'm the Giants, I don't want Baker Mayfield at all because you're just bringing in how much is that needle moving? How much is the needle moving from Danny Dimes to Baker Mayfield?
It's not moving. It's moving. Baker Mayfield is not going to turn the ball over the way that Daniel Jones did. And granted, he did better of it last season. Now Baker Mayfield ain't going to be running like Daniel Jones was. I'm not saying he's not mobile, but they do different things. And Baker, I think Baker has the mentality needed. I mean, look at what he did last year. We could say what we have about Baker. He was not good last year, but he ain't giving up ever. He ain't looking the other way ever. He'll fight till the damn end of that entire season. And I think you get some better production out of Baker Mayfield than Daniel Jones. But let me ask you this. Where would you have tried to trade Baker Mayfield? Because that was my biggest issue. We could talk about Seattle.
There's only one spot to me, honestly. It's the layup spot. It's Carolina. Yeah. It's Carolina as the easiest spot.
Right. But are you trading your 6 overall pick for Baker Mayfield?
No. If I'm Carolina, but you didn't trade for the Giants. You did not ask for.
No.
But to me, it's Baker Mayfield to me is only worth a second at most, 1 round pick at most. But aside from the way I think Baker Mayfield is as a player, for the Giants, and you actually sold me even more on why I wouldn't, because you said the word fit. And Baker Mayfield may be good in the Giants system. I don't know. Well, that is remains to be seen. But where Baker Mayfield will not fit is in that New York media. I think there would be even more headaches. I think there would be more headaches with Baker Mayfield in that New York media than we saw in Cleveland,
You're right.
which would make more distractions for a Giants team who is trying to rebuild. So I'm shutting it down. No deal. You're 1 for 3 here, but that Debo one was great. Debo
I'm
one
just
was
saying
great.
though, Carolina don't got nothing to offer for him. That was
That's
the
true.
only reason I didn't send it.
Would
Like
you, if you're Cleveland, do you accept next year's second and this year's, what do they have? The 10, they're in like the 100, the third.
137.
If you go next year's second and this year's 137, would you do that if you're Cleveland?
No. Because they just gave up too much to get Deshaun Watson. So their only move is to want to get something to help them this year. Like,
Yeah.
sure, you can think about the future and everything, but here's my other thought. You still don't know what will happen with Deshaun Watson. It's unlikely he gets suspended this year from the reports. Still remains to be seen, which means kind of like in the Brady era, he will probably get suspended next year. So if you hold off to next season, now you're looking at fixing issues that came from before you got Deshaun. So that was my biggest issue, because Carolina obviously was where I wanted to go. I just didn't think they had anything to offer that Cleveland would even want to do, because they're looking for help now. I thought the trade was gross myself. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like one of those things you're typing in there. It's like, oh, what the hell am I doing?
You need one, so I'm gonna put it in.
Which is funny, because what we're going to talk about in just a few moments is our sleepers and our busts, and my bust goes down that same route. But that does it though for our deal or no deal segment.